Hey folks, it's Chet from Tag Along with Chet. Well, you probably remember a couple of weeks ago I was doing the same thing here. I was just sitting in my car and driving to the airport. Usually take the dog for a quick walk. And the golf course, which is right beside us here, it was covered in snow. And it was around, I don't know, 0. Got up to, well, over freezing later on the day. But hey, now we've got a heat wave warning, and it's going up to the I guess for us it's pretty warm, about 82 or something Fahrenheit, 29 degrees centigrade, and it's going to get hotter as the week goes on into the 30s. So that's a complete change for us. Weird weather this southern Alberta has, but hey, I don't know. I think today is probably a day that I should get out there and get my my garden watered beside my hangar. You'll notice Piper in the back out here. I don't know if you can see her or not, but we've got her actually. She looks more like a lab now than a golden retriever. Hey Piper, hey, what you doing? Hey, how are you? Yeah, well, we're kind of glad that we've trimmed her a bit, because it's going to be a hot one for a dog with a lot of fur. So and what I did yesterday is I went out and I got my lawn cut. So hang on just a sec while I get out of the car. Okay, so I guess the first thing I had to do was water my garden out here. I've got a that's my potato. My potatoes, carrots are going to go in shortly, and we've got our flowers out the front of the hangar out here as well. We've got some tomatoes here. I'm not too sure about them. There's two different types, I believe. One is a Manitoba type brand. I usually like to take the beefsteak ones, but tomatoes seem to be hard to get these days. I think I've got a little bit of blight going on with these. So beans are going to be going into here. So we'll have beans, yellow and green, plus tomatoes. And in there it'll be strictly carrots and potatoes. And then, as you can see, my hose, it runs along the side of the hangar out here, and it's attached to my water barrel here, which which is actually it's full now, because I filled it up with filled it up with water from afar out there. I had to go to the terminal there and pick some up and fill it up. Obviously, with this heat wave, it's going to be a bit of a get me out of the wind here. With the heat wave, it's going to be a little bit delicate on the plants out here. Now, I did have a pump on here, and this is the pump I had, with an inline type pump that I installed. It's a 12-volt one, but for some reason it just quit working, and I'm not sure why. It's got a lot of power. I checked the power, so I have a feeling that pump may have burned out, because I wanted some additional pressure from here to the end of this, which is probably at least 35 or so feet of hose. Now it does work, but I got to hold the nozzle down quite a bit in order to get it to work. So anyway, what we're going to be doing is heading back home, having a little bit of breakfast, and then I'll probably come out and do a little bit of flying today, I think. Looks like a nice day today, obviously, with that heat wave coming up and so forth. Get out before it really starts getting hot. Plane's all ready to go. And she's all checked out. I'll show you what I got from a friend of mine. He was getting rid of one of his little novelty items, and it's a nice little cart. So I'm gonna devise a way to hook it up to the back of the tractor right there, and yeah, the sides come down, the sides even come off, so there it is, and pretty happy with it. We'll head off home and have a little bit of breakfast, and we'll be back and take the bird up. We'll see you there. We're just about to start here, so just bear with me. There we go. Okay. Okay, folks. Well, I got another headset. The other one, I think the mic had a problem, so I'm using this old antique one now. And like you saw earlier, we got a heat wave. We got a heat wave coming up for this neck of the woods of Alberta. So it's going to get in the low 30s as the week progresses, and that's hot for us. Considering 2 weeks ago we had snow on the ground, and you saw that in my last vlog there, where we had snow. I am now in my short sleeve shirts because I guess summer is here. Okay, time for a run up here. Seat belts are on. Seat is secure on the track. Flight controls. Avionics is set. Exterior is rich. Okay, let's do the run up here. The vacuum checked out. I did the carburetor heat, oil temperature and pressures are good. Engine, okay, annunciator panel, okay, that's off there. Okay, we're going to be leaving off of runway 34. Got a little bit of a left crosswind. Okay, and since we're almost at the end of the runway here, I'll just do this takeoff. Vulcan traffic, it's Cherokee, Charlie, November, we're taxi from the ramp. I'll be using runway 34. We'll advise taking position. Vulcan traffic, Charlie, November. Fuel pumps on, landing lights on, fuel selectors on the left, full tank. They're both full. Parking brake, lights are on, mixture set. Doors and windows are closed. Time. Vulcan traffic, Charlie, November, taxi in position, runway 34, Vulcan. Vulcan traffic, Charlie, November, departing runway 34, Vulcan. 34, 34, okay, off we go. And we got airspeed.
Charlie November is airborne off 34. Just climbing through 3,900 feet. We're in the left turn. We'll be northwest bound, climbing to 6,500. Walking traffic, Charlie November. Well, I think today what we'll just do is I'm going to head over to Claire's home. Want to talk to one of the maintenance guys there about something. And I'll just see what the activity is over there. Kind of hazy today, and of course you can expect that with the weather that we've got right now. Well, you can sure tell the difference on this between an A&R headset and a passive type headset. My ears are already starting to hurt. Well, in the climb here, I'm burning just over 11 gallons an hour. And that's 2620 on the RPM. Okay, there we are at 6,500. So I'll let her settle here for a bit. And we'll pull the fuel back. Until I get about 8.5 gallons an hour. There we go, we got her about 8.5 gallons an hour, 8.6. That's good enough. Now we should be doing about 2650 on the RPM. I'm about 100 RPM lower than that. Claire's home traffic is Cherokee, Charlie November, 9 nautical miles to the northeast. We're at 6,500 on a gradual descent for an overhead arrival. Claire's home traffic, it's Charlie November. We'll just keep her on number 1 there. So the cylinder head temperatures are well below, as you can see there. That's the cylinder head temperature there. That's the exhaust gas temperature. Oh, we're just going so darn fast up here. What the heck's going on here? Better start slowing down here. Claire's home traffic is Charlie November, 5 nautical miles to the northeast. Just passing through 6,200 feet, and we'll be joining the circuit for overhead the field. Claire's home traffic, it's Charlie November. Now when we come into Claire's home, not quite sure which runway we're landing on yet, but they're putting in a whole new infrastructure with gas, water, electricity, all along the taxiway. That's the 03 and 21 taxiway. So that's on the south, I think that's the northwest side of the airport. And they're going to be selling lots in there. And I'm saying selling, not leasing, but selling. So that's good. And they also have a brand new flying school here, which also has built a brand new hangar. I can just see it now. They've got the hangar door open, so. It looks like it's 2-1. So it'll be on your right-hand side when we come in. You'll see all the construction going on. Claire's home traffic, Charlie November's overhead the field. We'll be joining for a left-hand down runway 21, Claire's home. Yeah, it looks like they're just finishing up. They're putting the they're filling up the ditches already, so they've already got the piping in. So it looks like we got a bit of a crosswind from the right here. Okay, landing. Seat belts are on, fuel pump. Okay, all this stuff will come later. Mixture flaps, okay. We're not in the downwind yet, but we'll be pretty soon here. Clear zone traffic, Charlie turn numbers established on the left downwind, runway 21, full stop, clear zone. Boy, I'm moving like crazy out here. I can't get used to this. Boost pumps on, landing lights are on. Fuel selector is still pretty well on the fullest. Trim. I gotta get this speed back here. Get a little flap speed here. Okay, there I got the flap speed. Clear zone traffic, Charlie Charlie numbers, left base, runway 21, clear zone.
Now folks, this is where it gets pretty interesting. I've landed at Claire's home numerous times. I mean, I used to have an airplane base there, but this is the weirdest approach I've ever had. I was coming in, as you can see on this, and all of a sudden near the end out here, I'm not quite sure whether I got hit by a little bit of a dust devil or not, but my speed started to increase from about 70 knots to 91 knots ground speed, and I just kind of floated, and finally I got part way down there. My wheels actually touched down, and I said, no, this doesn't look good, so I went around. It was like almost like a touch and go landing, but it was a little bit heart throbbing, so I went around.
Well, I had to do an overshoot there, folks. Not quite sure what happened there. He's going like a banshee.
Came back, made a left-hand turn, and came back around the airport. And since it was a crosswind from the right in this particular case, I ended up just...
Clear zone traffic, Charlie. Turn numbers on the overshoot. Runway 21.
going in on runway 03, and actually had no problems whatsoever. But it was exciting.
Clear zone traffic, Charlie Charlie numbers coming up overhead the field. We're at 4,800 feet. And we'll be checking that windsock, possibly doing a joining for a left-hand downwind runway 03. It's still a crosswind, no matter how you look at it. Clear zone traffic, Charlie Charlie November's overhead the field, and we're joining for a left-hand downwind runway 03. Clear zone traffic, Charlie Charlie November is established on a left downwind runway 03. Well, I'm still doing 105 knots here. Not quite sure what's going on here, folks, with the wind, but See if I can get her. Get the speed down a little bit. 85 knots, ground speed. That was a little better. Boy, that wind sure flipped around fast. Clears on traffic, Charlie Norris, clear, runway 03. There you can see what they're doing out here. Putting in the wire or the water. I think the water was already there because they had fire hydrants there. So it was just gas and electricity, I guess. And there's the new flying school, their hangar. So they're redoing this whole ramp here as well. Many years ago, they used to have right in here was the ramp area. That's where I actually had my airplane. We had a what do you call it here? T hangars. Well, let's see what's going on here with Frame Aviation here.
Hey there, folks. Thanks for coming along again on this short little, I guess a bit of an eventful trip. Anyways, lots of fun and no problems coming back again, although it was somewhat windy getting back into Vulcan as well. That's usually what happens, though, as the afternoon progresses. It just gets hotter and hotter and winds start blowing and stuff like that. So anyway, something we have to contend with. Anyway, we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.